What's up everybody? This is a very important video. After this video, you will know everything you need to know about the two most value-driven phones. These are hidden gems in the Android world. If you don't feel like spending $1,000 on a Android phone or an iPhone, you don't need a Galaxy S21, you don't need an iPhone 12, and you just need a super value-driven phone, this is the video to watch. You have to watch the whole video. I'm going to give the specs of the Blu G91 and the Xiaomi Poco M3. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you the reasons why these phones are awesome and which one you should choose. You won't be disappointed. After watching this video, you will know exactly why you need these two phones and you do not need flagships. Let's go ahead and get started. So let me blow your mind real quick with the first thing we're going to compare is the price. Price, value. The Blu G91, you could buy it for 150 bucks. Xiaomi Poco M3, right around 150, 160 bucks. You aren't spending $1,000 like on a flagship Android or a flagship iPhone. So that's the first value. Both of these phones do not have 5G, but in this world, 4G LTE has way more coverage and it's still very, very good to watch videos. LTE speeds are still very good. The Blu G91 was released in February of 2021. The Xiaomi Poco M3 was released in November of 2020. The overall sizes of these devices, the Blu G91 is around 6.4 inches tall, 3 inches wide, 0.35 inches thick. The Poco M3 is 6.4 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and 0.38 inches thick. So these phones are very similar in size. Next is the weight. These are very similar in weight. Both of them weigh almost 7 ounces. One cool fact is that both of these phones have dual SIM capabilities. You can have 2 different SIM cards at the same time. They're fully unlocked. You could both get these really quick here in the US. You can order them off Amazon and you can get them the next day or within 2 days if you use Amazon Prime. So these phones could be had in your hands real quick, fully unlocked, dual SIM capabilities. These are like the most open phones that you could get, and you can use them with any GSM provider out there all over the world. Next is the display. Both of these phones have around 6.5 inch displays. The Blu G91 has a resolution of 720p. The Poco M3 has a 1080p. So you have a better screen resolution on the Poco M3. Blu G91 is okay, 270 ppi. The Poco M3 very impressive with 395 ppi. So anything in the 400 range is super awesome. You can even find those on flagship. So the Poco M3 wins in the display category. For the OS, both of these phones have Android 10. The Blu G91 is more of a stock feel of Android. The Poco M3 has Xiaomi's MIUI skin, so it'll feel a little bit different. For the chipset, you have a MediaTek processor on the G91, which is okay, but you get a better processor on the M3. You have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 662, which is really good. For the internal storage, the Blu G91 starts off and comes in 128 gigs. That's insane. You're getting lots of storage for a very small price on the G91. The Poco M3 starts off at 64 gigs, which is okay. It's not too bad. You got 4 gigs of RAM on both of these devices, which is more than enough for most people and most apps out there, and running them in the background, there's no problem. 4 gigs of RAM is okay. That's the bare minimum an Android phone should have. And both of these phones have micro SD card slots. So for a very low price, you can expand the storage even more. For the camera, the Blu G91 has 4 cameras on the back. Poco M3 has 3 cameras on the back. You have a 16 megapixel main shooter on the G91, 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. Poco M3, 48 megapixel main camera, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. Both of these phones can shoot video in 1080p. So you'll be satisfied with both of these cameras. These aren't flagship level, but you can get 5 of these phones for the price of 1 flagship. Selfie camera. Blu G91, 16 megapixels, 8 megapixels on the M3. Both of them shoot at 1080p. Pretty good selfie camera. Both of these phones have a headphone jack, which is awesome. You can still connect your headphones and your mic and your aux cord to listen to music in your car. Awesome feature on a budget device. Both of these are good with wireless devices. You got Bluetooth 4.0 on the Blu G91. Poco M3 is a little bit better at 5.0, but both of them will connect to your smartwatch, your smartband, your wireless headphones, wireless speakers. Neither of these have NFC, but that's okay. But both of these do have USB Type-C, which is great. For unlocking, the G91 has a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor. The Poco M3 has a side-mounted fingerprint reader. Both of these are good at opening your device with no problem. Last is the battery, and the battery is really good on both of these phones. 5,000 milliamp battery on the G91, 6,000 milliamp battery on the Poco M3. Both of these have huge batteries that will last you all day and then the next. They also have 10 watts charging on the G91. You got 18 watt fast charging on the Poco M3, and you also get reverse charging on the Poco M3. So very good battery life on both of these devices. So I told you all the specs, everything that you need to know. You pretty much know everything about this device, but let me tell you what stands out the most to these, and these are value-driven devices. These blow flagships out of the water. If you are looking for a nice value-driven phone, both of these are good at 150 bucks. You can get them on Amazon, so you can get them very quick. These come fully unlocked. They both come with big batteries. The Poco M3 has a little bit better screen, has a really good screen. The Blu G91 has lots of storage right off the bat, but you could add micro SD card storage to both of these, so that's good. They both have headphone jacks. You have a more stock version of Android if that's what you like on the G91. And they got several cameras in the back. The RAM is pretty good. The fairly new OS of Android 10. And, you know, pretty good screen size at 6.5 inches. And these are fully unlocked, so you could use them on any carrier in the world as long as it's GSM. And yeah, you can get these phones. So now you have the power after watching this video to tell everybody that these are the phones to get if you only want to spend 150 bucks but get a great Android experience, good smartphone experience overall. You can get 5 of these devices for the price of one flagship S21 or an iPhone 12. So that's been my video, guys, on these two awesome budget unlocked flagship killer phones. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. If it's up to me, I might go with the Poco M3 because of the screen, or you might want to go with the G91 that starts off with more storage. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.